All right. We are back, everyone. It is a Wednesday, and you know what time it is. It's time for the cotton to collide.
Let's crash a clock on the cotton clock.
Controller. Mm-hmm.
Crap.
Yeah. No,
You
it's
shouldn't
like
rhyme the same word with the same
no.
word.
Yeah. I said controller.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Like the Dreamcast. The Dreamcast. They had those little memory cards, and they had
Oh
like
yeah. The game console that was before its time that everybody wishes they could go back to now, but it's too late.
I'm still waiting for the Dreamcast 2.
I know. Come on, Sega,
Yeah.
Sony. Come on, somebody get it.
Yeah, the reoccurring Dreamcast.
I've had one of those
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, me too. There's spiders and a clown who's very interested in the oranges. Mm-hmm.
You know what? Speaking of rhyming things, nothing rhymes with orange. So how do you
What
follow up?
about Sporange?
No, the internet's been talking about oranges for like the last 2 months, and I
But
think
what are they for?
well. Here's the thing. I'm not sure what they're for, but if you're trying to rhyme and you're trying to like be hip hopopotamus or part of Hip Hop Anonymous, and you say orange, like it just stops. I think that's why the internet has been just talking about oranges for like a month and a half straight, is because they don't know what to say next, and they're dumbfounded.
What about forage? Forage. Forage. Forage.
I mean, there might
Forages.
be.
Forages for oranges. That's almost a rhyme. It's almost a rhyme.
I mean, I actually respect the hustle there, and
Yeah, I do too.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because right now it's hard to forage for anything else on the internet than the
No,
orange.
no, no. Except for drama. Drama is just flowing out. Oh my god.
Yeah, like a fresh squeezed orange.
Yeah. So we have to talk about the drama.
I mean,
And
yeah. I
we've
mean,
already.
look. Hold on. I need to say this before we start. If we
Okay.
know that for you in the chat, if we don't address it, if we don't just say, acknowledge it that it's there, acknowledge that we may feel differently, or we may not want to talk about all of it,
That's true.
but we feel like if we don't, we're just gonna get oranges in the chat all day. And I know I have an orange beak, so I get it. But we need to take the first 20 minutes of the show and address that
Well,
we
here's
just.
the thing about the chat. I will always address the chat.
Yeah, I
Even
mean,
if they want me to address something, I don't want to address them. I will always tell them to screw off.
yeah,
And
but
that is a proper way. That is also a proper way of addressing.
yeah, saying, "Hey, chat, I see you, but we're not talking about that today, so take it elsewhere." I mean, that's laying down the law, and I know it's our show, and we can do whatever we want in our show, but if we don't acknowledge the chat and have the conversation, then the whole YouTube economics, right, currencies, the orange currency is lost, right? We like oranges, don't we?
I don't know. I guess Papa Cotton, he likes lemons.
Oh.
Them,
When
them
life
some
gives you
them
lemons.
some sour oranges there, Papa.
I guess they're not the ones that they take to Lake Okeechobee for the Great Orange Factory in Florida.
Oh yeah,
It's true. There's a big factory out there, and a lot of the orange juice goes through there. They squeeze all the oranges in big orange
Is that
trucks.
true? Hold on,
Yeah,
Jedi Master, is that true?
Whoa, what's true?
Is there an orange factory in Florida?
I don't know.
Orange juice factory in Okeechobee.
Well,
Yep.
I know we have oranges everywhere. Like there's
Oh.
an orange groves and stuff. Florida's.
I've seen it. It's real.
Yeah,
I know that. Me and Tucker live pretty close to each other. We're like he's like we're right near there.
I don't know.
Florida.
I would admit that on the internet, because the internet's forever,
Yeah, that's true. All right. Go back in the back and do our paperwork.
Yeah, think about what you've done.
Gosh, yeah. We're not paying you nothing to do nothing. Anyways, we're going to talk about the Chrissy Meyer drama, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, is there anything you wanted to say before I give my little waddle talk?
Okay. So let me break it down. Let me break it
Okay.
down. All right. So the whole blah blah blah, crazy crash outs on with the quarantine. We've already addressed that in previous stream. Even though
Mhm.
we were like we skipped it. We skipped a week because things happen.
I mean, as things change, they stay the same, right? Crash out, remix,
People get sick
rewind.
and all that stuff. You know, that's how it
Yeah.
goes. You know, sometimes you can't do it on a Wednesday because you're sick, but in the head. Anyways, so what's your butt? I think it was on a Wednesday.
Mayor or Melanie Mac?
Both. So
Okay.
Mayor had Melanie Mac on,
Yep.
and I guess people were like saying like, "Oh, you're gonna have to address this. It's not a big deal."
Yeah.
Obviously, Melanie Mac is. Oh, it's not actually a big deal because
Mhm.
she wants to get past that drama
Right.
because
She doesn't want to deal with it and be confronted, but nobody wants to be confronted by drama, honestly.
well,
Whether
literally, she freaking went psycho chick on the chat herself on her channels.
yeah,
I seen a
yeah.
couple clips. I don't actually watch Melanie Mac anymore. I seen like a couple of her shows, but she seems like all the other hey fellow geeksters, I'm a hot chick. Da 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 da. And if it's
Yeah. What's
woke,
up, fellow kids?
yeah, if it's woke, it's a joke. Blah blah
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. It's like nothing of substance. So that's kind of how that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
100%. I'm kind of an outsider on this freaking, you know, I'm not Saggy Melons. Holy crap, Saggy Melons has been going
She has been
on
eating good.
full drama girl. I mean, let's be
I,
honest. She is a drama queen. She is
I,
our drama queen. And
she is.
oh Lord.
I just want to say one thing about Saggy. Something she posted in the last 24 hours is apparently she's now really discovered who Savvy is, which I think is funny that she hadn't
The
quite
stabby
figured.
lady, yeah.
Yeah, hadn't quite. I don't know, connected the dots on that, but yeah, or
Honestly,
maybe she
I
was just
don't
being
even
silly. But
yeah, I don't even know Savvy.
I
Like
know
I
of Savvy,
yeah.
and I know of her focus. So,
Yes.
and all that to say is, yeah, she stays dormant and then becomes an active volcano, kind of like Venti, kind of like a few of them. I feel like there's been and I don't like the word tism talked around, but people have said that if they were to harmonize and focus their autism together, the world would be in an unsafe place, and I believe that much, right? Or
Yeah.
the idea behind it.
Yeah, yeah. Let's be honest. She is sycophant is a good word for it. The religious type, probably. Um, she's using it as kind of a grift. And like now there's a difference between there's a difference between yeah, no, she's not. She's a false. Yeah, yeah, that is kind of what I'm going with there. She kind of uses her Christianity as kind of a pedestal for clout, not as a she's not she's not heralding the gospel.
She uses
She's heralding her super chats essentially.
it's like one of those two-dimensional, like I say I'm a Christian. Well, that's not a personality trait. But I'm a Christian. Okay, but that doesn't mean how do you live by your action, what you believe, but I'm a Christian and whatever's convenient at the time. Like that Hassan is, occasionally, whether he's Muslim today or if he's just a white guy, depending on
Don't say that. He'll crash out crazy on you. Oh boy.
well, I'm just saying, like I've heard things, right? It's just a similar concept of somebody in a similar dimension, alternate parallel dimension
That's
of the
not
internet.
actually what she said, but almost. Anyways, Punk Waddle.
Yeah.
We let's get back on topic of the
I'm
Melanie Mac.
I'm gonna say this because
Oh,
all right,
go for it, real quick.
okay, so Chrissy Mayer or anybody who has a channel can say, "This is my channel. This is what I want to do today. I'm in control of my channel and the content."
Yeah,
Right? Very much so. And I agree with that wholeheartedly. I also
100%.
believe that if you're aware of something and you know that there's a bomb that's going to go off, right? Instead of
Yeah,
making a dry, sarcastic comment that's like passed off as humor, or just sweeping things under the rug because you don't want to deal with it, and that's how you've been able to handle things for so long because people just kind of chuckle and move on because
uh-huh.
um, YouTube is performative, especially when it's all on camera. Um, what I've heard said, and what my first thought would be like, hey guys, I know and there's a lot going on with Melanie and a lot going on with the quartering, but today I wanted to talk about to Melanie about religious things. And so while we know it's happening, and I'm not saying it is, I'm not ignoring it, I just want to talk to her on this topic. So I understand you guys have a lot of questions, and this
Yeah,
isn't the place I want to work it out. So even setting that tone at the beginning of like just acknowledging the stuff, I think that would have been a high road instead of being like, oh, I did, feigning ignorance. And basically, the internet judges and decides. And if you say something that they don't agree with, that's one thing. But if you pretend like you don't know something and everybody knows you know, and they know and they know, and she knows, she knows, then they will well, they'll crucify you because uh the terminally online have only so much hobbies.
yeah. We'll talk about someone who was terminated online in a moment. But yeah. She wanted to talk. Chrissy wanted to talk about Melanie about conversion into
Yeah,
her newfound faith Catholicism. Which,
right.
let's be honest, I don't think Melanie Mack is a Catholic. She doesn't seem very Catholic like at all.
And
Um,
there's other
but
things you could have had conversations about,
yeah,
the faith
but
and
but it is a sect, it is a secular sect of Christianity. So that is kind of how that worked out.
mhm,
And then the chat just really wanted them to address it and blah 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 blah. And
mhm.
then Brittany Venti, I did say the person who was um the terminally ill person. I do not like Brittany Venti one bit. I've always didn't like Brittany Venti. Um, she's wanted to cancel like a whole bunch of people um um in communities I like, and just in general she's just not a good person to listen to. So when they had the stream on Mother's Day, right, she wanted to freaking,
Right.
oh my god, there were so many like woe is me's Chrissy Mayer.
Well,
And I get it. She put out some pretty good explanations that just like fell flat as understandable, and I'm not going to challenge. And then there's a whole bunch of other like woe is me ones, and I'm like, okay, you
okay.
you just you put down a steady cart and then you put a whole bunch of bullshit on it.
I'm
You know
gonna
what I mean?
say, I'm gonna say this because
What's up?
on Friday the chat was sent, and this is, I think, and I know we need to wrap this up because we have other fun
Yeah,
things to talk about. But like
yeah,
in the Melanie Mac stream, people like bring Brittany on, and then the biggest thing that happened with Venti, right, which caused her to get frustrated,
yeah.
is Chrissy May was saying, "Oh, she's not responding to my messages. Oh, I'm trying to bring her on." And then after the stream is like, "Oh, I didn't want to bring her on to confront and make Melanie uncomfortable." But in on stream, she was saying, "Oh, she's not." So instead of just again saying things that were actually real, uh, Meyer was kind of blowing stuff off and kind of saying things off the cuff, like she does.
Or she was technologically retarded. That's also a variable. That's also a valid thing, because
Right.
sometimes when you're streaming and you're not so good and you're not so
Yeah.
savvy when it comes to the computer things,
Well, and but the thing
especially when
is,
you're puppeteering,
but
especially when you're
well,
puppeteering.
I mean, I I don't know. I kind of got sucked into it this week. Point is,
Yeah.
the
No, I,
Chrissy.
I I agree with you. I'm just saying
Well,
that's
okay,
that's a
like
third one.
yeah, but then Chrissy said that she would do the Mother's Day stream, and then Melanie would come on, and then Melanie would say, "Oh, she's not responding to my messages. Oh, I'm trying to bring her on." And then after the stream is like, "Oh, I didn't want to bring her on to confront and make Melanie uncomfortable." But instead of just again saying things that were actually real, she's the one who picked Mother's Day, Sunday night to address these
Well,
things.
she always picks Sunday.
Right.
It just
for her
happens
Simcast
to
stuff.
Mother's Day is always on Sunday as well. So
Right. So what so her saying, "Oh, this happened on a Sunday." This was Chrissy's choice to do this on this day, and Brittany was frustrated because it's like, everybody was saying that you should have me on stream, and then Chrissy said she was going to have her on stream, but then saying that, oh, she didn't reply, but then there's timestamps and all this other stuff and read receipts. But the thing is, if Chrissy said afterwards, like, I didn't want to have you on because I didn't want, to make Melanie uncomfortable, then what Chrissy could have said immediately when the chat said bring Venti on, she'll explain it and say, like, I know she can, but that's not what I'm doing here. And instead of throwing Venti into the bus, she could have just said, that's not what I want to do here, and actually been direct to the chat. So the whole thing of being transparent, the whole thing of like saying what you mean to say, and if you have hot takes or bad takes, you're just being like, you know what, I could have said that better and move on. It's the saying things, blowing them off, and saying things that just sound good in the moment, right? Like the little white lies.
The
right?
whole game plan changed, and let's be honest, she definitely fumbled, and obviously so.
And so what I'm saying is, you're right, and I agree. Like, Chrissy can do anything she wants on her own channel, right? People can decide if they want to follow her, like her, or listen to her, or pay attention to her. But the whole thing of if you're terminally online, and if this is the circles you run in, you need to be aware of the drama and how that can affect you and your channel, and how to acknowledge it or at least address it so that people can, even if they don't think you're telling everything or being completely honest or telling the whole truth, they at least can say, like, you know what, I'll accept that. And like any form of entertainment, the subversion of disbelief, suspension of disbelief, plausible deniability, right? I'm a real penguin. I don't have somebody hand up my puppet hole, right? It's kind of fun. Yeah.
Well, you're not terminating online, thank goodness, and I'm not terminating online. I'm just retarded. But who is terminally online and should know all about this is Jedi Master. Jedi Master, tell us all about this. Tell us all about this crazy drama right here.
Melanie Mac and Cheese. I don't know. They're all crazy. It's like a train wreck. You just want to sit there and watch it for a little bit.
Oh,
I don't even comment on it. I just observe and see
you didn't
them.
Throw any oranges, huh?
All eat each other like cannibals, pretty much.
I thought you're down in Florida. I thought you would throw in all the oranges.
I get them petals. I got them hidden. I've got all the oranges.
Okay. Now we know who to blame. It's Jedi Master's fault. It's his fault for all the oranges. Mm-hmm.
I know what this is. This is Big Orange trying to push all the orange juice, especially because it's summer, right?
Yeah, Big Orange.
Yeah.
Big Orange. That's right.
And God forbid it was the Kool-Aid guy.
Oh yeah, the Kool-Aid guy.
Don't say oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
He'll break down my wall.
Yeah, he'll come crashing through the wall.
He'll break down my wall and force me to guzzle down sugar water.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Justin Frost Ghost. I need to arrest everybody who causes too much drama on the internet and put them in timeout.
That's right. Make him drink the Kool-Aid. Make him drink the Kool-Aid.
Hold him down. Waterboard him with Kool-Aid.
I don't know. I don't think that. I don't think Kool-Aid is part of any of their newfound religions. You know why? They can't make that sweet grifting super chat money if they drink the Kool-Aid.
That's true. You have to read.
I have to
read the super chats. One second.
I want to say this because I know there's a lot of people frustrated with the whole YouTube AI deplatforming, some people are deplatforming and false flagging, which is a big deal. Some people are losing their monetization, which is also a big frustrating thing. But right now, honestly, with all the drama and how many thousands of dollars and hundreds of super chats that are going just this weekend, YouTube won. YouTube made a lot of money this weekend.
Oh yeah, they did.
Oh yeah.
That
let's be honest. YouTube YouTube is always the winner on their platform.
Yep.
When it comes to this crazy crap.
No matter where
it's
you could
funny.
have gone and not seen someone streaming about it, and like these people, like it had to be like 6 channels in a row, all that, and they're all saying like Nerdrotic, what is he gonna do? How is he gonna handle Chrissy? And
I don't
everything.
care what the heck Nerdrotic
Me
is
neither,
gonna do or not do.
Because you know how I look at it.
Yeah,
they're gonna eat each other up. Eventually, it all they're gonna all just sit back and enjoy the show.
Well, I will say this. I feel like after every big major blow up, I feel like there's a few lessons that can be learned about understanding the crowd, how the internet works, how people interact. You learn, you start learning patterns of who says what they are and how they act, how they treat their friends, and how they behave and how they act under pressure, and how they treat the audience when things aren't going their way. Like you start to see some stuff like that, and you start to see certain people who have fallen out of grace in the last crash out a year or two ago. You're like, oh, the pattern's repeating. Okay, so now you kind of can say, now I can see this. This person has these certain flags or these certain kind of checkpoints, and it doesn't mean that they're going to be the next big crash out, but maybe we've done the song and dance before, right?
Same old song and dance, my friend.
Hey, guess what? On the internet, people lie. Then their lies get exposed. Drama.
Marcus.
On to the next episode.
I think
that's literally the game of.
Oh, sorry.
It's literally the game of internet. Is just like, hey, this person lies and lies and lies and lies.
Well, I do. I know some of you like Papa Cotton or Padre Algon, however you want to call yourself. Whatever name you go by these days. That's a callback.
Yeah, Ricky is hilarious. I do like Ricky.
And he's great because he's self-aware. He makes fun of himself and everybody else, which makes him amazing, right?
He's got an odd hand of cards.
Yep.
And his hand is odd too. Mm-hmm.
I mean, he made lemonade out of oranges or whatever else he got.
I thought he made lemonade out of guacamole. What are you talking about?
Also true. Adding citrus to guacamole, avocado really does.
It does bring it up a bit.
I prefer lime over orange, but yeah,
a little bit of acidity in there. It's nice.
Mm-hmm. And you also need a pinch of salt. I've made guacamole and forgot to add just a pinch of salt, and it wasn't there. And just add just a little salt, and all the flavors come alive. It's amazing.
Stone Cold Loki says,
"Oh no, oh no,
oh shit!
Give me money! No! Give me money! Give me money! My channel's under attack. One second.
No, I'm gonna do a GoFundMe for
my channel's under attack. Everyone, help! I need money! I need money! You there! Yes, you, the one who's eating Cheetos, being like, "Oh, me? Yes. Go into your credit card and type it into the YouTubes and give YouTube money, so YouTube can give me money."
If you could buy that 12 pack of Coke cans once a month, then you can afford to watch my stream.
Yeah. Because my channel's under attack by YouTube, so give YouTube money. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm too jaded for giving YouTube money. Go into my PayPal. My PayPal, because my channel's gonna get deleted now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna go on an alternate platform and get monetized there.
Yeah.
I mean, my channel's under attack.
Jedi down. Mm-hmm.
My channel's under attack. Nobody's watching my videos because I haven't made any videos in 6 months. Wait.
Oh my god, my channel's under attack.
My channel's under attack.
Loki.
I don't have 19,000 subscribers yet.
Yeah, I forgot to make content.
Yeah, I let's be honest, I'm having trouble trying to make content and setting up for the great star adventure. I'm Punkwad, do you want to join my crew?
Maybe.
I have a cool ship now.
Can the boss join your crew? He could be the engineer. He'll work the engine room.
No,
You might not get there on time. You
the
might not
boss
get
will
there.
work the brig.
The
That makes
brig?
sense.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
want to be in the engineering. I want to work with the dilithium crystals.
No, I know that he'll like take a wrench and break them, but that might cause an explosion outside the
Yeah.
warp core, and the whole ship might go implode in space.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Just don't make me wear the red shirt when you beam down to a planet.
No, you won't wear the red shirt. You wear the blue one because you're a science officer.
Gator's wearing the red shirt.
Ooh, I'm the science officer, so I get to play with Uhura.
Well, this is not the starship.
Oh.
Yeah, this isn't that Enterprise.
Oh.
Yeah, this is. Yeah.
We're pro bono. We don't have an Enterprise.
We don't have a pro. Yeah, we don't have any kind of a bono. Anyways,
you too?
Yeah, I got the biggest bono. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anti-bono. Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah. Is it an innie or an outie? That's all we need to know. But anyways, speaking of things that just launched, that new video game, NTE.
Neverness to Everness.
Neverness.
Which is
that
a
game.
Silly name.
Have you played all the quests yet? I played. I'm waiting for more quests to pop in because I played most of them. They're fun.
I'm on the invitation quest. I did all the Tagido stuff.
Oh, Tagido is pretty fun.
I've been doing some side quests and trying to get my tycoon level up. It's not quite an open world, but
it's an open it's open world. It's a sandbox game. I would say.
Game.
Yeah.
It's where you're kind of anime characters and you're walking around in a city and you have
you could summon a motorcycle or you could drive on a car.
Yeah, you can do deliveries, you can do combat. It's kind of like some people are saying it's GTA, anime GTA. This guy,
or if you played the Yakuza series, it's very much like Yakuza.
So it's a slice of life with storylines, and it's a free to play game. So that means, or as they call the gacha games. So
it's got a gacha system, yeah.
Right. But if you play the game, you earn in-game currencies that you don't really have to spend money, and you can get cool stuff here and there. It's actually pretty rewarding. You just have to spend time in the game, and because it's free to play, you don't have to spend the $70 or $80 for a AAA game that needs 50 updates just to be playable.
Now they might get you because you might spend like $20 here, $20 there, and then like you continue and play it. And if you're continuously playing a game and you gave it like 120 opposed to a game that you paid like $80, but the game ended up sucking.
Or
you know what I mean? It's like is the value there?
Exactly. Like, people make fun of me playing Fortnite, but I've played it a lot in the last 3 years, and I continue to enjoy it and play, and I'll throw money at that. But it's like, but there's games that cost $70 to $90 that give you 40 hours of actual game, and that's it. You can replay. Sometimes the replayability sucks too, right?
What? Yeah. You only get like so many. You buy the game and
no. What I mean is the content. Like to do the storyline, to do all the side quests is like only 40 or 50 hours, and it costs 50 to 60 to $90.
Wow.
Right? I mean, there are games that are bigger than that. True, I get that might have 150 hours. Like, I played Persona 5 Royale, and I've put like 150 hours into it.
I love that game. That's one of
and
my
I haven't
games.
done the secondary playthrough. So like that's paid for itself, and I got that on sale for maybe $40.
The second playthrough is great. It's like, why would you play through it again? You already beat the game. I'm like, no. If you play through it again, you retain your stats and you can do crazy like different options and stuff like that, which is pretty cool because I liked how they did that one. Did they start with the third? I know they did that with the third and the fourth one.
Right, and then they re-released the third one, which kind of gave it a few different options.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The Persona series is pretty fun.
Honestly, but that comes back to Neverness to Everness, because there is that kind of they already have music collabs with the Persona franchise, but there is that some of like
and their bad guys are very similar.
Yeah, it's if you've played a Persona game, the Neverness to Everness is a lot of fun. It's not the JRPG, so it's real time.
It's a hack and slashy kind of ish,
right?
Yeah,
but it like I said, it's really fun. There's a lot of different ways to do your dailies, a lot of different ways to get in-game rewards.
yeah, I'm an Amazon driver.
Nice.
Yep.
So you don't have to do it one clear path, and you can still get the rewards and get the currency to pull for your favorite characters and get a team for
got to level up your cafe,
end game contents, and get all the cool resources. So
yeah. You know what storyline I liked? I like the Puff the Snowman. You know that storyline. Did you play that one yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh, that's super cool. It's an oddity, and oddities are like they're the anomalies that manifest, and they're like the Taggy-Do guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's an ice cream snowman. His name is Puff, and he likes to absorb things that are cold. And his mission is to make it snow in summertime. But he was created in summertime, so he doesn't know what snow is actually.
Yeah. And then some of the other anomalies I like, because it is. I like it when games have a little bit of social commentary in life, because there's the things called the meme anomalies, basically using social media and taking what people believe, and if people believe it strongly enough,
that was a good storyline.
If people believe it enough, it exists, even though it's based off a person and based off something. It's just an anomaly, and then people forget about it, it might go away, or they have to fight it to contain it. It's
You think there's a meme anomaly around Chrissy Meyer right now?
Anomaly. There's a lot of anomalies.
Yeah, I feel like
lately
a lot of the drama and a lot of what people believe.
I mean, we already know. There's definitely one for Jeremy. It's a big giant orange, being all like, "Let me see your feet pics."
Jeremy's.
That's Jeremy's meme anomaly. It's a giant orange.
He's having a field day with this shit. He is
demanding feet pics and stuff like that.
They're having a field day with this shit.
Oh my goodness! Oh, freaking and then I didn't even know he was a co-host with what's her name, Sydney Watson. I had no idea. I kind of watch I watch her off and on. Every once in a while, she comes out with a YouTube recommends a banger, and I watch it, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. I don't really subscribe to her because I can't subscribe to everyone. Shit.
Well, I mean, yeah, she had a little bit of a reveal.
Oh my god, he's super creeper.
Yeah, but it's not. It's the things. Okay, so here's the great thing about the internet, or the worst thing, depending on who you are and if you've pissed off the internet, right? Because when you start begging the question and you start calling things out and you start becoming a drama magnet, stirring the pot enough, people will be like, hey, wait, there's an inconsistency, and there are receipts because the internet's forever, and there's people now dedicated to archiving anything that's tweeted by someone, even if they delete it like 2 minutes later, right? There's and then going, because we talk, and I know the woke cancel mobs and all the stuff from like a decade ago, right? But like it's just the internet going back and doing research, because whether you want to call it the tism or bored people because they're terminally online, they're like, hey, I remember something. And that kind of it's like, and I think this happened during the election when fact checkers became real-time fact checkers, which
fact checkers, and then some of the fact checkers were manipulators too.
Well, yeah, because they would real-time reference something that made the person that they are trying to fact check for look good, even though it's like the person did say that in a different speech, but you're just choosing a reference and be like, oh, they didn't say it then, so then it didn't happen. It's like that's not how fact checking works.
Yeah, well, no, that's how manipulation works, though.
Oh yeah,
and,
yeah.
And that was their real job title, was
Right.
manipulators. Mm-hmm.
So when people can tell that somebody's not being truthful and trying to manipulate the facts, the internet will go hog wild and find every piece of evidence they can,
and it will
connect
be dropped
dots.
right on your face.
Right on your doo-doo face. Mm-hmm.
So it's better to be a lovable idiot who makes mistakes and owns up to them and being like, you know what, it's fine. It's
Own
whatever.
your shit. Own your shit. You screw up, you do something wrong, you say like your channel gets demonetized, you know what, and if there's ways to fix it, don't lose your mind. Just go fix your shit and reestablish yourself. And it's no one's fault. You're responsible for your own actions on these programs.
Well, I don't believe that at all.
Mouth.
Whoa, hold on. Stop right there, because the internet is built on petty jealousy, right?
Yeah. Oh,
that's
right.
The currency.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
right.
That's right.
So you
that's right.
I'm not responsible for my failure. The people that I compare myself to that don't have the same issues as me because they did something differently and maybe better than me. But it's their fault that I'm failing because I'm me and they're them. You know, just like what Stone Loki is saying, like he was competing with himself, but then everybody around him, and yeah.
Well, no, you know what? You know what, guys? My channel is under attack, everyone. Send me money. All right? I know I messed up. I know, but if I apologize, the bad guys win. I can't apologize. I can't let these bad guys win. My God, the wokies and the mega chuds, and my goodness, everyone doesn't like me.
No, I did. I'm just saying is like, if I make a mistake and do something on my channel that gets me a strike or whatever, that's because I did something wrong. And if
sometimes it's not, though. Sometimes
sometimes it's the AI being because they jerked me around with the first time I applied for monetization. I had to make some changes. I sat back, I corrected a few things, and it is what it is. And I don't blame anybody around me. I'm not gonna, the people that I consider this like a family. And when you say one thing to one member of the family, it's like you're hurting the whole family. No matter how unfortunate things can be, either way, we're all in this together.
Yes.
And, we rise and we fall.
Does that still apply to Rudolph?
Rudy is a made man now. He's a made Muppet. The boss made him.
I can't tell him to suck a bag of dicks.
Well, yeah, you can tell him to suck a bag of dicks, but if he leaves a horse's head in your bed, if he has the boss leave a horse's head in your bed, then that's a different story.
Oh. Okay.
Well, anyway,
there you go. But you know what else? You know what else is going on?
What else is going on there, Punk Waddle?
Well, I want to talk about a Flash, and not the yellow Flash. I want to talk about Hathaway's Flash 2.
Yeah, and actually a good Flash. Yeah, Hathaway's Flash.
Yeah, because after 5 or 6 years after the pandemic and everything,
2021 it came out. 2021.
Yeah, it came after things had slightly settled and the theaters were trying to get back to normal, and then the theaters suffered, and then finally we're getting the second installment of.
Yeah, Hathaway's Flash. Was it the something of Cersei?
Something like that.
Yeah. Which I bought the tickets for. I'm watching them this Saturday. It comes out this Friday, and I'm watching Saturday because yeah.
I don't mean to do it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. You have a Gundam to talk about?
Not necessarily Gundam, but they're making a new movie, The Odyssey, and they casted it. Can we briefly cover that? No, you don't want to touch that.
I mean,
if you want to,
I won't touch it. All right,
I won't. I want to see if
Park Wallace got something to say. Mm-hmm.
I want to see if Gator has anything else he wanted to say about Gundam.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
but I hear what you're saying, right?
Yeah. It's fine. It's just like Snowdub. You learn from Snowdub. It's like once they're talking about Gundam, you have to switch it up or call them gay.
No, I don't think Gundams are gay. I'm actually still in the process of building one.
Ooh.
When I
you
eventually finish it.
What if your Gundam flashes somebody else? Is that gay?
No, that's called kit bashing.
Nice. Do you still have that clip
Oh, which one?
of the
the Gundam frame? Yeah, no, I don't have that one. That one gets striked a lot though. Because
that's weird. Very lewd Gundams. But yeah, anyway, yeah. Was there something else we wanted to talk about tonight?
I got some Gunpla right here.
Okay.
Get some Gunpla.
Yeah. Everyone say hi, Zach. Everyone say hi, Zach.
Hi, Zach.
Hi, Zach.
Hey, Zach.
This is my hi, Zach. Yeah.
I thought you said hi, Sack. Oh, it's a hi, Zach.
Yeah, it's a hi, Zach.
Whoa. The sack is always where it needs to be. It's never too high or too low.
Okay.
Unless you're really old.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know you're old is when you sit down and they splash down.
Yeah, I've heard about the nut bra.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Jolly used to play that a lot.
Yeah. Oh, my nuts. Oh. That's all.
Except for my ex-wife. I hate that bitch. Oh, Lord.
I don't know. Padre Agon says that puppets are amazingly intimidating, but I'm not sure which puppets he's talking about. I don't think it's anybody on this panel.
No.
Maybe. Maybe. Well. But yeah. I still have to rewatch the first Hathaway's Flash because
yeah, me too. It's been a while.
It's 2021. That was
5 years ago.
Yeah, around about 5 years ago. Because it came out around May, April.
I mean, honestly, April is great for a summer movie release.
Yeah.
Back when Marvel only had like 2 movies instead of 15 that they tried to push out every year.
Yeah, well, it came out in Japan in like January of that year, and then it takes like 4 months for it to like localize or whatever.
They probably ship it over, on the boat on the freight. Shipping from Japan is still rough right now. I have some Gunpla I think that are on hold waiting for better shipping.
Dang.
I think, did I tell you I pre-ordered the high grade Zaku Char's custom Zaku 2 like a year ago.
Oh shit.
And it's kind of sitting in in the guy's kind of thing, and I was like, I can send it. He's like, we can wait for shipping to go down. So, but I've ordered from this site for a long time, and so the guy has been.
Is it USA Gundam?
No, it's the Hangar Bay.
Oh, the Hangar Bay. Okay.
Yeah, he started off, sell stuff on eBay. Like he'll send you the Gunpla kit, like P Bandai or Side 7 stuff, and there's half the time.
Oh, P Bandai, hell yeah.
But like it's before it was, P Bandai was really available through the main site where you had to buy it through third parties, right?
Yeah.
He was one of the ones that could usually get it a reasonable enough price, better than the super jacked up price. It's still, more than it would be if you could get it direct. But I've gotten some good stuff from him. He's shipped it. He's worked with me on better shipping options depending how much I was shipping. Yeah, and he doesn't get everything. He picks and chooses which ones that he wants to kind of pick up and promote, right, with his fan base.
The ones that you think are gonna sell you is the one you're gonna get. Yeah.
Yeah, like I got my HG Dominance and my Master Grade Dominance through him off eBay a long time ago.
Hell yeah. All right. That's enough Gundam talk. Jedi Master wants to talk about the odd.
He wants to talk about epic rap battles of history.
Yes, that's right. Epic rap battles of history.
Well, I'd have to say that would be Eazy-E against Ice Cube. That was probably the most epic rap battle.
I'm trying to segue into what you were talking about. with Ridley Scott to saying we're not using symphony, orchestra. We're going to use and something about who did he cast as it?
Well, no. Jedi is well cultured. It's just he sucks at segues.
Yeah, you got to lean into it on a segue.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
I choked on that one.
Okay.
Let me clear my throat. Na 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 na. Let me clear my throat. Na 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 na. Okay.
All right. Is Ellen Page still gonna? Oh, sorry, not Ellen Page.
Elliot.
What's
Elliot Page is gonna be
Achilles?
Achilles.
Achilles.
Yeah, and Travis Scott, I think, is supposed to be in it.
Here's the thing. I thought Elliot Page didn't want to dress in women's clothes no more.
No. Greek.
Well, you know what, Achilles literally that's what he was his mother like hid him away.
Yeah.
So
Lady boy
to protect him because she didn't want her son, who was going to be like an epic warrior, to actually go to war.
She hid him in Thailand.
That they casted a transformer.
Yeah.
And I mean Greek, and it was supposed to be pretty, right? Wait.
Oh, Helen of Troy. Holy smokes.
Ellen of
Page. When I say holy smokes, I mean a smoking pile of maybe that's mean to say.
Oh yeah, the lady.
She is definitely not a looker.
Yeah, and then she's also supposed to play her like ugly sister too. Like she's playing both parts, which is Eddie Murphy as Eddie Murphy as Eddie Murphy.
They're gonna totally screw this movie into the ground.
No. This is like 1990s concept album where the concept is terrible.
Yes, the concept is definitely
like you need a darling to play Helen of Troy.
Exactly.
Right, like you need the most prettiest, most beautiful person ever because the lore. So
I could see Gal Gadot playing a Helen of Troy.
Gal Gadot could play it. She's not the most darling of darlings right now. The big one right now is Sweeney.
Sweeney
is Helen
of Troy.
She would make a wonderful Helen of Troy.
But it's just we're still in the deconstruct. I mean, Ridley I think is a decade behind, but he's starting to do the deconstruction stuff. Like I feel like you have Robert Downey Jr. who's saying that internet celebrities aren't really celebrities, and you guys need to pay attention to the movie stars again because we're more important on an outdated set. You have the guy who made Fallout saying that games aren't games anymore, and working on stuff that is considered woke-ish that's not going to do very well because he's trying to be current with the a decade-old meta. So you have all these people that have been out of even in the age of the internet. It seems like there's people who have been who had their 15 minutes of fame, were really big in the industry, kind of phased out, and all of a sudden they're trying to be relevant again. And it feels kind of like the same way in the 90s when like the discotecas in Mexico and other countries were playing 80s music in 1999 and it was all the rave, right? It feels like we're at that point, right, where these guys are like finally catching up with what happened 10, 15 years ago. And it's like, but we're in the age of internet. Where have you been?
Here's the thing about now about movies nowadays. Everyone is like trying to vamp up their star power, and I get it. Star power means you get paid more,
right?
Usually, but what they're not doing is they're not doing what's best for the movie. You know what I'm saying?
No,
it's like everyone's trying to vamp up their star power and.
Wait. Are you saying
I'm talking about directors too. I'm like, directors, what are you talking? Directing. You're supposed to invoke a visual that tells a story. You're supposed to
Gator. I mean, are you saying that Ridley Scott and directors like that are not caring about the audience or the chat? perception, just in the way that Chrissy Meyer just blew her career this weekend?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. I know that's a reverse cause and effect, but chicken or the egg, it doesn't matter which came first if they never show up. Okay.
Yeah. It's all never mind.
Okay.
But as I said, Hollywood, they don't care if it's good right now because they know they can sell the movie, right? And if you can sell it, you can make it. And if you wanna push, you wanna force feed a message, the people won't like it, but the people will still pay for it, and that sends the wrong message back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. The most people that are actually gonna pay for it in theaters are the hate watchers.
There's no way I'll watch Odyssey. There is no way. They can't.
No, I won't. Watch
I don't
it
care.
either.
I love Christopher Nolan, Dark Knight.
Oh, Nolan, not really.
Those Batman movies. I don't even care. Dark Knight. I liked all three of those movies. That Christopher Nolan, that Christian Bale. I mean, he was.
Here's another way to think of it.
And Oppenheimer was great too.
Barbenheimer was the exploding female. What?
Where we're at with streaming and all that stuff, you might not buy it on VHS. You might not buy it on DVD. You might not buy it on Laserdisc. But you are gonna buy it on streaming. Why? Because the streaming service buys it.
Right. So if you watch it or watch part of it and it gets views, whether it's on Netflix or Amazon or whatnot, just because it could be in a year when it's like, I'm bored. What was this about? They're still going to get numbers. Now, it won't get current, release date numbers, but it'll still add to the
even if the box office sucked, if it still has good clout, Hollywood clout, they're still going to be able to sell it to Netflix, still going to be able to sell it to Amazon and Hulu and Disney. Especially if it's Disney, it's already on there,
Well, and I'm going to say this, and you guys know what I'm talking about, but if all of a sudden, the announcement that they're not using an orchestra and all this is the culture war, it has erupted, and so the algorithm is the stock prices of algorithm and talking about this has gone up. So for the next 6-8 months, all the news, every shift, every change, everything that happens in the quote beta stage until it releases, and then people are going to give their reviews, and then everybody's going to stop talking about it. But if they see all the fervor on social media and all the hashtags and all the trends, they're going to see that as positive. It's getting more, algorithmic currency. So we did something right again. And then people wonder why the creative things and the new stuff that we want, or why aren't people focusing on drama instead of creating new stuff? Because, well, even the people that complain that there's no new stuff and complain about the bad culture are perpetuating that nobody's investing time in creating something of value.
Storytelling. It's gonna tell us some new stories, and and if you're gonna take from lore, let's make it accurate and find the actors that meet the role. When you make a series, you do not change the lore from the original content, the writings, the books. Now, Star Wars.
Here's the thing.
I didn't mean to say Star Wars.
No, you don't worry about it. Here's the thing. A lot of these movies, and especially like a movie like this one, they have investors, right?
Yep, they've made their money.
Now there's two types of investors. There's ones who care about the fiduciary responsibilities, and then there's other ones who are activists.
They want to slip their shit in.
They want to push the message, and as long as you push their message, they get what they paid for. You know what I mean?
And they're like, screw the fans. Well, who you want?
It's like what kind of investors?
Right?
Yeah.
If the director gets paid, The producer gets paid. The cast gets paid. They don't care if the theaters go under because they got paid.
Exactly. But
I mean, I remember back in the day, Life of Brian, there was a couple of people who just wanted to see that movie made.
That movie
and
was
the movie,
fantastic.
it wasn't the biggest hit, but it got made.
Nope.
It was
it
was fantastic.
I
always look on the bright side of life, guys.
Always look on the bright side of death.
life.
That's something great for
your terminal breath.
Well, I know we won't get hit for copyright because we suck.
Yeah, we totally out of sync, out of tune. I love it.
So there you are.
I want to say something to Padre Algon. Is I watched an episode and a half of Numbers, and that was all I could muster.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought Oppenheimer was good personally.
I didn't watch Barbenheimer.
You didn't watch Barbenheimer?
No, I missed that event.
Yeah, I don't need to watch exploding missile tubes on a pink. Wait, huh?
Yeah, I heard about it. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a very inaccurate history.
Yeah.
Numbers. Wasn't Numbers the movie about the black ladies in the space program?
No, that Hidden Figures.
That was Hidden Figures.
Hidden Figures.
Oh, that was Hidden Figures.
Numbers the movie. I don't remember Numbers the movie.
I don't remember Numbers.
Jim Parsons was in it. Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory played a very, very racist individual in that movie.
Oh yeah.
Well, you're still talking about. Well, I mean it.
I didn't mean to jump around. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. There's a lot of these movies, and they're like, oh, you're just retelling history the way you want to tell it. And it's like, I was like, here's the thing. I was like, oh, wow, these people are great. Wow, this is really interesting. And then I open up a textbook, and then I do some research. And I'm like, oh, wait, they fucking lied.
Well, you know what's funny?
Shit.
It's kind of like what Jedi was just saying, that they, when it comes to fictional stories and things like The Lord of the Rings or things like that, or
it's based off books. It's not fictional. It's based off a real life event.
No, I'm actually saying I'm actually saying something completely different. So let me finish.
Oh, go for it, dude.
Let me clear my throat. So what I'm saying is Hollywood has had a history of taking fictional work and butchering it to say their own ways, and they've had a way of butchering factual things and turning into storylines and making into their own things. And so the thing is, Hollywood has consistently taken inspiration from fiction and real life and then created their own stories about it. But it's so funny when somebody is passionate about something and excited because finally they're going to make a Borderlands movie and my favorite franchise is going to actually have a movie and it gets cast, and you think
he's still not over it, ladies and gentlemen.
And a decade later, it's the worst movie I've seen, but the popcorn bucket was amazing, and it's the same size as me, right? Because Claptrap is cool. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But and then they get all upset. They get surprised. How did they ruin this great franchise? Because that's what they do. They make their version of it. And anytime you get excited that something you love is in the hands of somebody else's creativity, you should never be disappointed that they didn't do what you wanted them to do, because they never were interested in what you wanted to do. They're making their version of it for cash, right?
It's like letting a heart surgeon operate on your brain. It makes no freaking sense.
Except for Hollywood is the
it's like the foot masseuse working on your teeth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They just don't get it. They don't want to give give the people what they want. You'll get loads of people asses in the seats. You'll make a shitload of money,
But they used to just make, and this is me playing devil's advocate, but they used to just make stuff that people would like because it had good story. And it wasn't factual. It wasn't accurate, but it was a good story.
But it was still a damn good story, and it's a good
right. So now they're telling their versions of things that isn't even a good story. So right.
Yeah. Well, here's another thing I missed from the late 90s, late 80s, early 90s is those movies that were just the tentpole movies. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. The tentpole movies, rest in peace. But Chuck Norris was in a ton of them. You know what I'm saying?
Good stuff. Yeah.
And a lot of like action, like low budget,
Clint Eastwood
low
movies.
budget, low profit, but they were fun, and they're like, hey, you know what? I'll
Macaroni
go watch that
westerns.
movie.
Well, it's like okay. So here's an example. Like if you have say a music store, right, and you're in a small town, right. This is not based on anything. It's just a very fictional concept.
Yeah,
right, I'll just say
yeah,
that.
that's Looney Tune, yeah.
Right, and so okay, so you could do one of two things. You could sell things at a decent rate where you're still going to get some profit, but you know that you're the only game in town. People have to come to you, and so if you work with them and reason, then you can really maybe not sell it, get the highest profit off each item, but you could get a good reputation, and people would show up to your shop, and you make good business, right? Good, consistent business. Or business is bad, and you just say, I gotta hike up all my prices. So as long as I sell one or two things a month, I made rent, right?
Yeah.
So, and then people you get the reputation of like, unless I'm in a pinch, they're gonna charge me way more than I need to. I'm gonna drive out of town an hour or two to get something, but oh dang it, I need it today, so I have to go to them. And they made rent, but you reluctantly go to them. And they kind of stay a business, but eventually they go out of business because nobody ever wants to go to them, right?
You hit the nail right on the head.
Yep.
Right on the
and
head.
they went out of business fictionally.
They've totally disconnected themselves with the fans and good storytelling. Like, I mean, you go back to you could go back like in the 60s and 70s, and you have those great movies. You know, you had Bogart, you had those great Clint Eastwood with Eagle. I mean, the storytelling, they were based off of some historical thing,
Right.
but they were made into good one. They put great actors in them, and the storytelling. There was no political agenda. It was just them.
No, it's just
put like
proper
Kelly's Heroes is a
Kelly's
perfect
Heroes, yeah.
example. That's a perfect example.
Proper scene settings,
like, everything.
Like suspense, comedy atmosphere, you know,
it had everything. It had it all.
Good writing.
Or you have like, and this is why anime, manga, and why people are getting upset. Some people are getting upset that it's doing way much better than current entertainment here in the West, is because they've been playing with mythology and lore and historical characters like for decades. And it's like, oh, yeah, we have your lights went out. We have Shakespeare. You know, we're dealing with Shakespeare reincarnated in this instance, or we summoned him for this thing, and we know it's not the real Shakespeare, and we know it's not historically accurate. It's getting
my channel's under attack.
Oh no!
My channel's under attack.
Oh shit!
The
light
incoming.
Okay.
Oh wait. Okay,
let there be light.
We got the lights back on.
When you're clearly playing with fictional lore and you're having fun with it, and you have a version of that historical character and you're playing with it and it makes sense in story, that's a whole lot of fun, right?
Yeah.
You know, like Encino Man.
Yeah, and it's when you take a character and you totally screw it up and redo it and write it, you know, and make it totally what it's not supposed to be, just because you want that character to act through you. You're a personification of what your idealisms are. That's what they do. And I'm not trying to use this word ad nauseum, but Kathleen Kennedy was one of those type of people.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, it just so happens that
she destroyed characters.
All the main characters were like super Mary Sue's that had no personality, but were all brunettes. Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
Am I wrong?
No, you're 100%.
I would say the gingers are under attack, but then it'd sound like I'm defending Chrissy Mayer.
I know the gingers are under attack. Oh shit.
Yeah, maybe I do need coffee. Bring coffee. You know what?
No. We need. Okay, look. Okay, hold on, guys. Hear me out. Coffee Bang Coffee is just drop shit. It's drop shit, whatever. It's not good.
It's a drop ship brand.
Right. And then,
and
but
to talk about our new drop ship brand is
hold on. This is just the
Punkwaddle.
first piece of the puzzle. Like, okay, first one, coffee brand coffee already exists. We don't need that. 2, Gatorade exists. It's in Florida, right? And it's for rehydration. But we need something. I don't know. Gator's orange coffee doesn't seem like it's gonna last. It's just a kind of a joke on the meta.
Gatorade, I make it fresh.
Here's the thing. I got these little gum balls, and I put them in a sack, right? And they're so I call them I call it ball sack gum.
Ball sack.
That's my favorite. It's like, do you want your own sack of balls? Yes, you do. And would you like to pop one of them balls in your mouth and chew it? Of course. Well, you can grab one of my ball sacks and chew to your heart's content.
Do a whiskey
Is
like
it
all the
coffee
failing
flavored?
comedians.
Come second.
Cotton, funny. He says, do a whiskey like all the failing comedians.
Oh yeah, do a whiskey like all the failing comedians. Oh my god!
I can go to Publix and get coffee beans, and it'll be half the price of what they're selling online. It will be just as good.
I know
as coffee.
I know
I
they
got a
just,
grinder.
I know they just roasted Kevin Hart, and probably not hard enough. Although Cat Williams was something worth to
Was he
go back
brutal?
and watch.
Oh yeah,
very
brutal.
It was good stuff. It was good stuff. No,
I gotta watch
all the
that.
things with a punchline, but he said all the things. Point is, I remember when his tequila came out, and it's so big and gaudy.
Yeah,
and they're all going into tequila so because it's quick and easy, right? Yeah.
Oh, you mean you don't have to like age it for like 10 years?
Now whiskey takes a little while, even though half of those do like blended stuff that's maybe like 12% is aged 5 years and the rest is 1 to 2 years, and it's blended and it's gross. Yeah. I'm not saying blended whiskey is bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a snob. There's some. Really
I do like some blended.
Oh yeah, there's some blends that are decent.
Irish whiskey, Scotch.
Yeah.
Those are all good, and Irish whiskey is blended a lot, and can be really tasty. So I'm not a snob, but like,
yeah.
I
mean, that's one of the reasons why I like you. I was like, hey, Punkwaddle, what should I drink? You'd be like, hey, drink this.
I like my crown.
Don't ask questions.
I like a little crown.
Then I take a swig of it, and then I wake up and the next day, and my butt feels funny. Totally unrelated.
Wow, I don't need it. I didn't really need to know that part about what happens the next day.
Well, yeah, my butt feels funny. I'm missing a liver, and I in an ice tub, and there's a phone number that says yes. It says a note that says call 911. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think Diddy had a was it Diddy or somebody that had like a Papa something tequila. I don't know.
I definitely do not want to try Diddy's.
All I know is Drunk Waddle used
Diddy's rape drink.
Let's not say that on the internet.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Great.
Allegedly.
Date great.
That one. No. What we do have to say is P. Diddy, he actually bought the formula from Bill Cosby.
He bought the formula from Bill.
Well, I mean, when you add the alcohol to the baby oil, it kind of you absorb it through the skin.
When you add the alcohol to the baby oil and you put it in with the Jello pudding.
Yeah.
But like,
my way.
I know I haven't really heard from Drunk Waddle in a while because he was working at a liquor store, and then when he left there, he kind of just ran off. I know he sends me a postcard now and then. He's okay.
They drink a lot of cognac and Metaxa over in Europe. When I was in Greece, I got used to drinking Metaxa 5-star or 6-star. They used to tell me, that and Amstel or Heineken. If you wanted a beer, it was Amstel or a Heineken.
What's that clear liquor from Greek?
Here's the thing about Heineken.
Yeah, Heineken
that's like
sucks, but it's the best you can get all around the world. Thick and rich. Heineken.
I like
that's what people have complained about me too.
You like Chipro. It's a Greek moonshine. It's made from the ouzo, and then they use the mountain water from the village. And if you get that, it's my friend used to make it, and I used to get it when I was over there, and he'd give me a little carafe of it, like in a container with a bottle of Chipro, and it was so strong. You're supposed to eat food with it. So one night I'm drinking a couple of drinks of it, and then I stood up, and it was like the Three Stooges when the bells and everything go off in your head. It hit me like a ton of. Oh my god, I was wrecked. That is, yeah, pretty much like that. That stuff is like Everclear. Ouzo, I would drink it if it was offered to me, customary, but I usually would try to stay away from that because it's too liqueur-y. It's like too thick.
So I want to address.
Comfort.
I need to address this, Padre Algon, because they say you are what you drink, and I feel like that's true. I have had it, and I do have a story about, having a bottle of Double Bastard, which is it's twice as it's like,
is that really a thing?
Yeah, it's an imperial. It has about almost twice as much as the regular, or like 2/3 as much as the regular Arrogant Bastard bottle, which comes in a bigger bomber as well. And also, I was supposed to fly out the next morning, and needless to say, I made that flight. I think it was the other time when I drank at a hotel bar that I did not make the flight. That's a different story for a different time.
That is a different story. We should tell that another time, though.
Yeah.
All right, guys. All right, I know everyone wants to talk about the big drama that just hit, but I want to get through these super chats, and then I'm joking.
Just fine, Gator. Just sweep it under the rug.
I just gotta sweep it under the rug. You know why? Because my channel's under attack. My channel's under attack.
DEFCON 3. DEFCON 3.
You send me money. You send my channel. You know what my channel is? My channel's dead. It's dead. You know how dead it is? It's this dead.
Oh, what happened, Freddy?
Gator, what happened? Gator, wake up! Wake up, Gator! Oh, buddy, this is the end of the con. We gotta go home. Gator, wake up, man! Oh well.